All right, guys. So Meta is moving towards this world where they're trying to handle everything for the advertiser and make everything super easy. But a lot of it is geared towards people who are just starting out and have no idea what they're doing. So what Meta is doing is applying these default settings to the way that you set up your ads, and it can be super detrimental to your success when you are just starting out testing ads and trying to figure out what works. I've attached some screenshots below, but I'll give you a quick overview right now. So the first thing is, once you put your link in, your destination link, there's a little checkbox underneath that link, and it automatically checks that off in many cases, and it says Meta will automatically optimize the website that we send them to get the maximum results. And essentially what that means is, let's say you created like 10 different landing pages. So with my case, it's built41.co/whatever, lander1/lander2/lander3. And I'm testing 5 different versions of my landing page. Meta is going to go and send people to all those different versions of that landing page automatically without you really knowing, and people can hit those different pages when you really just want to test your main page. So you need to make sure that that button is checked off so that it doesn't send to your other pages. It's already been happening to me, and it's super fucking frustrating and annoying because sometimes you turn it off and they turn it back on. So that's one. The other thing is, when you set up your ad, when you're creating your media, they have something called site links. Again, all these screenshots are attached below. Site links are the same thing, where you can, in one ad, you can show people multiple different parts of your website and direct people to multiple different areas of your website. Turn that off if you don't want them to send to other areas of your website. So for example, if you have a Shopify store and you're sending to one product because you want to test the landing page on that product, it's going to send them to all these different areas of your website to figure out which works the best, which theoretically is kind of cool. But if you're testing for one specific thing, you don't want that confusion. You understand? So look at the screenshot below there for site links. And then also, if you have a Shopify catalog and you're not using that, it might pull in your Shopify catalog and have your ads send to your Shopify items, even though you're not advertising for those Shopify items. Like in my case, I have a Shopify store, I have it connected to my account, but I'm not advertising those products with these ads. I'm advertising a completely different website, but it's pulling in my products and trying to advertise those products that I don't want to sell for the ad that I'm trying to set up for something else. Crazy. And then the third thing that you got to be really careful of is this thing called related media. And so what Meta has been doing is automatically attaching other ads to my main ad, like 6 or 7 different other ads to my main ad as related media. And it's trying to use a bunch of my other creatives in combination with my one ad that I set up. Well, I want to test this one ad. I don't want it to go through a bunch of my other ads and combine all those ads together. So you need to make sure that related media is turned off. So basically, the TLDR is, there are a lot of presets on Meta right now that are like basically forcing your ads to do all these different things, and you need to turn those off so that you can be very specific with what you're testing and figure out exactly what works. And then you can go use those features once you know how to sell what you're selling with the proper verbiage. Then you can create a bunch of different ads, and you can kind of let Meta go ham based on your proven stuff. But when you're starting out and you're testing and you're trying to figure out what works, if they're going to bring in all this other information, it's going to be very difficult for you to figure out what works and to move towards a place where you can scale. So check out the screenshots below and drop any questions that you might have in the comment section below.